Hello, creators. Here's the scoop on our in-person retreat schedule for 2026. Our next in-person retreat will take place on September 22nd through 25th, 2026. We will open early bird registration in 2025, so be on the lookout for that. You can learn more about the retreat and which track will be the right fit for you by heading to wellnesscentercreators.com/retreats. And feel free to email me directly at kendall@wellnesscentercreators.com with any questions. Before we get into today's episode, I'd like to take a moment to chat about our sponsor, Jane, a clinic management software and EMR. Your evenings and weekends should be spent with loved ones, not chasing down your patients and clients for payment. That's why Jane has designed a secure payment solution that helps reduce the amount of time you spend manually following up with patients. Clients can save their credit card details and insurance policy information securely through your intake form, which can then be conveniently processed after your time together. And if they've got an outstanding balance, you can send a payment request via email or SMS that allows your patients to pay off their balance online from the comfort of their homes. To see how Jane can help you reclaim your after-work hours, head to jane.app to book a personalized demo. Or if you're ready to get started, you can use the code WELLNESS1MO at the time of sign-up for a 1-month grace period applied to your new account. Hi there, and welcome to the Wellness Center Creators Podcast. I'm Kendall Hagensen.
And I'm Anna Rudell. We're thrilled to have you join us on this journey of creating innovative, patient-centered wellness centers.
As experienced health and wellness providers, we've seen firsthand the challenges of delivering comprehensive, holistic care to our patients.
That's why we created this podcast, to share the knowledge, strategies, and insights we've gained from our own experiences and from connecting with experts in the field.
Each episode, we'll dive into a different aspect of building and growing a successful wellness center, from developing a strong multidisciplinary team to implementing cutting-edge technologies and treatment approaches.
We'll also share practical tips, resources, and real-world examples to help you overcome common obstacles and streamline your processes.
Our goal is to empower you with the tools and confidence you need to create a thriving wellness center that truly makes a difference in your patients' lives.
So whether you're just starting out or looking to take your existing practice to the next level, you're in the right place.
Get ready to learn, grow, and be inspired. Let's create something amazing together.
Welcome to the Wellness Center Creators Podcast.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Wellness Center Creators Podcast. You got Anna and I today. Hi, Anna.
Hi, Kendall. Nice to be back.
It's good to be back. It's been a minute since we've recorded.
It has been.
Yeah.
Kendall, you've been away. You've been away in Costa Rica and you took time for you. Can you tell us about it?
Oh, my goodness. I did. I think we told the listeners that I was going to go on this trip, so I should probably tell everyone how it went.
Yes, it was a retreat, right?
It was a retreat. So I went to a retreat center. It's called Blue Spirit Costa Rica. It is in Nosara. And wow, I mean, a very layered experience. So what I signed up for was they have different facilitators every week, and sometimes they have more than one facilitator at the same time leading different retreats. So the one I signed up for was called Relax and Write. And the facilitator is Maya Danziger. I think I'm saying her name correctly. And she was an actress for a lot of her career. And then she created this sort of style of facilitating creative writing and screenwriting. And she calls it Relax and Write. So I didn't really know what to expect. I saw it because I had been planning some type of sabbatical and I wanted to go to a structured-ish type of retreat. And when I saw it, my first thought was, okay, perfect. It doesn't sound too physical because a lot of the retreats in Costa Rica are like surfing. and like yoga intensives and things like that, which sounds lovely. And there are days when I think like, oh yeah, my body could do that, but that's not true, Kendall. My body can't do that. That wouldn't be a smart choice for me. So this one seemed like, okay, we're going to be meditating and we're going to be writing, and I can do that. And then there might be some yoga involved, and I think that could be okay. So it ended up being a really small little group of us, of 9 of us in this retreat. And the style was, she leads a very specific meditation that kind of gets the body prepared to be open to the creative process and what's coming. And then you write for about, we had 2 sessions a day, like a morning session for a few hours, evening session for a few hours. And we do the meditation, we write, and then we share the writing with the group and read it aloud. So,
how was that for you?
Oh my goodness. It was, I didn't know anyone in the group at first. By the end of the week, of course, we're all besties now. But I don't have a fear. I mean, I've developed over time, like feeling more comfortable with public speaking, but in those situations, I get really nervous. It's just very vulnerable. So I think all of those kind of core fears start to come out of like, well, am I smart enough to be here? Am I a good enough writer to be here? Or, are people going to connect with what I'm saying and sharing? And half the group were professional writers. And they're screenwriters and actors. And, those are like her friends and people that she knows from her career. And so half of us were, we just like writing, and then the other half, this is what they do for their job. And so it was intimidating at first. And then it was actually really cool to learn from them and from her and each other. And after the first time of reading, and mostly I just, I've learned over time, like I am someone, I use tears to express a lot of my emotions. And I always tell people, like, as a therapist, I was really good. I wouldn't cry with clients unless their dog died. Then I would always cry with them. That was the only thing. But in my real life, outside of that, I use tears for a lot of emotions, and that's the type of person I am. And I've gotten more comfortable with it. But when I'm in a new group of people, I feel, it's vulnerable. But there were lots of criers in the group, and they welcomed me with open arms. And yeah, it was very sweet. It was a very sweet experience. And it's been a long time since I have spent that much time just really focused on or not focused on work. And I didn't come in with an agenda of what I was going to write. I've thought for a long time that eventually I would write a book or 2 or, whatever, about a variety of things over time. But I actually didn't go into the retreat with a goal of writing a book. After the first day or 2, and of her saying back to me multiple times, like, this is a book, Kendall, you're starting to write a book. This is going to be a book, and it's going to become a book. And she kept saying that over and over. By the 3rd day, I was like, okay, I can consider this the start to a book, and we can see where it takes us. But yeah, I just sort of, I let it unfold organically. And what I started writing about ended up being what I think it'll be in the end is a resource for people who are newly diagnosed with chronic illnesses, specifically MS, but I think it translates to lots of medical illnesses. And yeah, to be a guide a little bit of how to advocate for yourself, and also a little comic relief of all the things that I've experienced of over time, the story kind of follows like all the different neurologists I've ever seen in the last 20 years, which is many. And especially in those early days, like the funny moments, absurd experiences, things I've been told, things I've been prescribed that, I think people can relate to if they are going through that journey. So that's how the book has started, and who knows how long it will take. But
well, I'm so happy that you went ahead and did it. I know it was a big leap of faith, especially. I mean, there's never a good time, is there, to up and pick up sticks and go somewhere else.
It always has a ripple effect when you get back, but
so
it was worth it.
You didn't have children. You didn't have your husband.
Right, at the retreat.
You didn't have your business at the retreat.
Right.
What did business stuff come up for you? I find I'm most creative when I'm completely separated from it.
Yes. So a few insights about the company and long-term visioning, nothing too, riveting that I haven't thought of before, but I mostly was enjoying being there and knowing that everyone's good. The company's running, and the worst thing that happened while I was gone was one of our new art pieces accidentally fell off the wall and actually broke. It's a bummer, but if that's the worst thing that happened while I'm out for 2 weeks, I mean, that's a big deal. 5 years ago, that's not the story, Yeah. So yeah, I mostly enjoyed just the spaciousness of it and feeling confident that our rockstar team is doing awesome. And yeah.
That's everything you can ask for and hope for, isn't it?
It's everything we've worked so hard for all these years, one of the biggest insights when I got back was it's a reassurance, like, things are running without me. They've been that way for a while, but the piece that's missing, that the gap that happens when I'm not in, continuous communication and in the mix in the way that I typically am, it's like the optimization gap is there. So it's like things are running, but then I get back and see, oh, well, this dipped down while I was gone because there weren't those little, reminders, or I wasn't there to catch this tiny thing that was in the system that no one else saw. And so it's those learning. I like to take these times away to see, okay, how are we actually doing? Where are the gaps in our systems of functioning? And that's the biggest one that I noticed this time was like, okay, there are a few things that were not as optimized if I'm not in the mix. And then how can we create that optimization without me?
Right. Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. If that's the whole aim of the game, isn't it?
Sure.
Yeah, get it to a place where you don't need to be there and that you can do what you need to do for your body and your mind now that you've worked so hard for so long.
Right. Mm-hmm. And I love being there. I want to be there. So it was definitely a privilege. It felt amazing to be able to step away, and it gives me a few things to work on with the team so that I can do this every year. I think it'd be a really lovely kind of annual experience to work with this facilitator and experience this retreat center. It really has a special energy in the air. It's one of the, blue zones in the world in Costa Rica. And that's actually the first time I've been to a blue zone. And the air feels different. The water feels different. They don't have an active military. So their government puts the resources to preserving the land and the food. It's like, what an idea,
Incredible.
Yeah, the people are amazing, and Yeah. So friendly. The guy who started from a business perspective, I was also, I can't help myself. I'm like, I'm really enthralled with this guy who and his partner who started this retreat center from a business perspective, because they started as Omega, and they have centers around the world, like New York and different like retreat spots and things. And then they open Blue Spirit, but he's a physician. And so at the retreat center, they call it the Longevity Center. And it's basically a medical clinic within the retreat center. And they do lots of different things, a lot of like IV therapy and ozone therapy and stuff like that. They'll test like your true age and things. And then they have these sweet little huts that or tree houses that where they do massage and Reiki and different services. And so I was also observing it from like a wellness center business perspective, and thinking about, like what can I take home from that? And also like, if they asked me what I might suggest on some of their systems of communication with the guests and things like that. But the staff was amazing and the services were amazing. I got a massage while I was there. And so I was enjoying that piece too, because they run a retreat every single week throughout the year.
Wow.
So, I mean, it's insane. So people come in on a Saturday, leave on a Saturday, and it's just a switch like that every week. And they serve 3 meals a day. They have the kitchen staff is like phenomenal. The food's amazing. It's vegetarian. So I grabbed some meat sticks for the the airport.
Cool.
It's like, it was like 9 days. I'm like, I don't know. By the 3rd day, I'm like, I don't think I can have any more salad. But the food was delicious.
Mm.
Yeah.
Oh, it sounds like it was incredible. You were in a very Zen space, Kendall.
I'm in a Zen space. Honestly, the monkeys, these howler monkeys, they're so cute and they're so sweet. They just came around. They brought their babies for us to see, and they're just hanging. I saw a sloth. I mean, if you've never seen a sloth in real life, it's just like
you've been missing out.
You're just missing out. Yeah, beautiful. There's Buddhas everywhere, of course, and yeah, it really felt like such a privilege to be there.
Yeah, I mean, this is something that you've been working towards, giving yourself that and holding that space, and I'm really proud of you.
Yeah, I met wonderful people. I'm sure I'm already staying in touch with people from the group, and just lovely to hear their stories, and so thanks for asking.
Thank you for sharing.
Yeah, it was a lovely time.
It sounds it. I'm making a mental note. Must go online and book retreat. Note to self.
Note to self.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, well, thank you for sharing. Really appreciate it.
Yeah, absolutely. Hopefully the listeners got something from it.
Well, the push to take some time for yourselves.
Right.
We do a lot.
Yep. Do it. The time is now. Yeah. Book it.
There's no better time. I
booked this in September. Yeah. And I went on the trip in March. And if I hadn't have booked it at that time, I probably wouldn't have gone because of things that changed in our home life. And so it's just a testament, to set that intention to say, okay, for me, it was, we led the Wellness Center Creators Retreat, and the entire time, the intention was, I'm going to take X amount of profit from this. It's going to go towards this retreat that I want to go on. And I went and booked it and paid for everything the next week. And there was no excuse not to go. And even though things changed at home and at work in those months, it would have been really easy for me to say, oh, it's probably not the best time for me to go. But it was already paid for, had to do it.
Oh,
glad I did.
Fantastic. So happy for you.
Thanks, Anna.
Thanks, Kendall.
Thank you for tuning in to the Wellness Centre Creators podcast. We hope you found this episode informative and valuable.
If you enjoyed the show, please consider subscribing and leaving a rating and review. Your support helps us reach more health and wellness professionals like you.
For additional resources, show notes, and more episodes, visit our website at wellnesscentrecreators.com.
We'd love to connect with you and hear your thoughts, experiences, and questions. Feel free to reach out to us through our website or social media channels.
Once again, thank you for listening. We appreciate your dedication to providing exceptional patient care.
Join us next time as we continue exploring the world of wellness center creation. Until then, take care and keep making a difference.
Thanks for listening to the Wellness Centre Creators podcast.